Welcome back to Teyvat in Review. In today's short review, we're talking about Varka. Varka is finally out, and while the 50/50 decided to cuck me in the most abhorrent of ways, I'm still glad that he's finally out after all these years of hype. Let's take a look at his stats. Due to how much his damage scales off of attack percentage, any weapon that can increase attack percentage or fits his kit is your better choice. His best weapon is easily his signature weapon, Jest of the Mighty Wolf. 1000 Blazing Suns is the closest alternative, with a crit damage and attack percentage increase from elemental skills and bursts, but Varka won't be able to use its full skill set. Other decent 5-star options are Gravestone or Redhorn. A few decent 4-star options include Blackcliff, Serpent Spine, Earthshaker, Talking Stick, or even Tidal Shadow. Every priority is picking weapons that increases your attack percentage and crit stats. Depending on your weapon, you will need to prioritize different artifact builds to boost lacking attack percentage or crit stats. Speaking of artifact stats, his best in slot is easily a Day carved from Rising Winds, with the 2-piece effect increasing his attack percentage and the 4-piece effect increasing his attack even further. The effect is further increased if Varka's Witch's homework is completed. Other options include mix and matching 2-piece effects that increases his elemental damage or his attack percentage, such as Iridescent, Crimson Witch, Gladiator, or Shimenawa. Team comp wise, he's very restricted. He needs the team to be mono to guarantee his elemental infusion in his second claymore, and also needs Hexerite characters to fully utilize his kit. In short, any mono Hexerite team works best. So as long as at least 2 Hexerite characters including Varka, as well as a mono setup is included in the team, you are golden. Characters like Venti or Durin are especially powerful in this setup. Venti can also trigger Swirl, which will increase Varka's damage even further due to his second passive talent. His best constellations are the ones increasing the damage of and how many times he can use his elemental skill and general strikes. This includes an extra skill use and damage increase from C1, an extra strike and AoE animo damage from C2, and especially his C6, which will grant him extra skill and charged attack uses, and extra crit damage increases through his secondary passive talent. In conclusion, while Varka's overall damage is a little lower than characters that could be considered high meta tier, his kit, gameplay, and animations are incredibly impressive, fun to play, and so much more simple to use in practice than on paper. He's the first character in the game to dual wield claymores, essentially borrows his teammates' elemental types in his second claymore, and practically invented the idea of aura farming. That being said, his team comp and weapon options are incredibly limited. Needing a mono team comp and Hexerite characters to fully meet his potential, he's not necessarily locked into a small amount of characters, but the comp flexibility is practically non-existent. Similarly, the only weapon that can even come close to meeting his needs is his signature, and while plenty of weapons can meet one specific need, none other than his signature meets them all. With all this in mind, he gets a low A tier 7 out of 10 score. Fun to play, but incredibly strict in his build options.